Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you great? Hope that everything is okay with you today. Let us start our lesson for today. Today, inshallah, we are going to study new lessons. Let's have a look at our school vision before that.
مدرسة المجتمع الابتدائية الإعدادية الثانوية الخاصة للبنات.
Okay, now let us start. Today, inshallah, we are going to study Unit 8, Student Book page 105. So open your Student Book as fast as you can. Our objectives for today. By the end of this lesson, the student will be able to identify the use of subject and object question through reading examples, to deduce the correct answer for 5 questions after listening to a script. And on the other side, we have our vocabulary. Write them in your notebook, and let's move now to start. As a starter for our lesson for today, I want you to watch this video about asking a question, then answer the given question.
Okay, let's look at a very simple sentence in English with our main character, Berlusconi. If you look at Berlusconi, you can see he's on the telephone, and in fact, he's on the telephone with the Queen. So, a simple sentence in English, Berlusconi phoned the Queen. Very simple, this sentence, Berlusconi is of course the subject, and phoned is the verb in the past, and the Queen is the object of the sentence. Now there are two different questions we can make from this simple sentence. The first one, we look at the sentence, someone phoned the Queen. The question we get from that would be, who phoned the Queen? The answer is Berlusconi, the subject. However, if we look at the alternative question, Berlusconi phoned someone, someone being the object, the question is slightly different. In this question, we need the auxiliary verb. Who did Berlusconi phone? So, with a question about the subject, there's no auxiliary verb and no change in order in the question, but with an object question, there's inversion and we need the auxiliary verb. So, time to practice. Here we have a telephone and Berlusconi phoning the Queen. So we had the first question, which was, who phoned the Queen? Thinking about Berlusconi as the subject. And the object question, who did Berlusconi phone? With the Queen as the object. Let's look at another example. Here we have the Queen on the telephone with George Clooney. I don't know what they're speaking about. But again, the two questions here, if we make a subject question, would be, who phoned George Clooney? The answer, the Queen, she's the subject. If we want the answer to be the object, George Clooney, the question would be, who did the Queen phone? Another example, George Clooney phoned Madonna. The subject question, who phoned Madonna? And the object question, who did George Clooney phone? And then, finally, of course, Madonna phoned Berlusconi. The subject question, who phoned Berlusconi? And the object question, who did Madonna phone?
Okay, so can you tell me what our lesson for today will be about? What? Can you tell? Excellent. So, before that, our remedial plan, let's have a look at this question. Yes, pause the video, try to answer it by your own. As a part of our remedial plan, it's a beautiful story. Yeah? Hi, what do you think? Was read last year. Thank you. An excellent paragraph was written by Hamad yesterday. You are right. Homework was written by Omar yesterday evening. Okay, let's now move to talk about our vocabulary for today. Have a look here. We have the word What is it? Damage. That's right. We have a look here, we have a storm and wind. It's damage all houses. So damage means destroy. Excellent. So the word is damage. Oh my god, have a look here. Terrible experience, that's right. We call him what? Excellent. Dentist. Dentist. Okay, I went to visit the dentist last night, for example. You can use this one in different sentences. Let's move. Have a look at the nice picture that we have here. Florist. There is a lot of flower. Florist. Excellent, florist. Let's now continue. What about this man? Yes, he is chemist. Chemist. Yes, he is a chemist. Is it clear? Excellent. What about this one? He has got what? Toothache. Toothache. He has pain and has tooth. So toothache. What about this boy? He has got a headache. He has got maybe a story test, just like you. He has got a headache. Okay, be ready for your story test. Okay, I will tell you at the end of this video about it. Okay, so headache. After getting to know the new vocabulary, let's move now to student book. I want you to open your student book page 105. The part about grammar. Let us start. Let's read now the example that we have. We broke the window. We climbed the tree. We gave you the pen. So who? Did you notice here? Who? And we call the question that is started by asking about the subject or by who. We call it what? Subject question. Subject question. Move here. What did the boy break? What did the boy climb? What did Ali give you? I'm asking about what here? Again, I'm asking about the subject? For sure, no. So here I'm asking about what? About the object. We call this one object question. When I'm going to ask about a certain object, we call it what? Object question. Let's continue. Now it's your turn. Read the sentences in the dialogue. Listen below and choose the correct answer. To listen to the dialogue again to check your answer. Listen carefully and
Grammar. A. Read the extract from the third dialogue in Listen 1 below and choose the correct question. Then, listen to the dialogue again and check your answers.
Who gave you the towel?
Mrs. Smith gave it to me.
what do you think?
Grammar. A.
So,
Read the
question
extract. Grammar. A. Grammar.
Okay, so who gave you the 12? I'm asking about what? A subject or object? Excellent, because you have here the answer, which is what? Mr. Smith gave it to me. Let's read more to get the idea. Read the examples below and answer the given question. Let's start reading the first one. What damaged the roof? The storm damaged the roof. Read number 2. What did the storm damage? The storm damaged the roof. Choose the correct answer after reading this part. Choose it. Yes, let us see. So for number 1, this question, which question asks about the subject of the verb? The verb here is what? Damage, which is destroy, that's right. So I have here damage. What is the subject for this action? The answer was the storm, that's right. Let's continue. What about number 2? Which question asks about the object of the verb? Okay, have you what? What is the object? The storm. So the answer is number 2. And which question? Add the verb and the question form. Again, the answer is sentence number 2. I have verb and the question. Let's now write the question for these answers. I want you to move now to exercise C to apply your understanding. So write the question for the verb. Pause the video now. Try to answer it, then come back to check your answers. Okay, back again. Have a look here. I have here who? My brother broke the glass. Who? I'm asking about subject or object? Excellent. About subject. If I'm asking about subject, there is no need to put an auxiliary verb. We only need what? The main verb. There is no need for did, do, or have. Okay? Let's have a look. So the correct answer was who broke the glass. So who broke the glass? My brother broke the glass. Move to number 2. What about this one? What? I use some rope to climb the tree. Think about this one. I'm asking here about object or subject? Great. So my answer need what? An auxiliary verb did. So what did you use to climb the tree? What did you use? I use here did because I'm asking about the object. Again, if I'm asking about object, I need to use that or an auxiliary verb in my question. Move to number 3 here. Who I invited? Who did you invite to dinner? So who I'm asking about what? About an object. So there is need to use the auxiliary verb that. I invited Lucy and Jane to dinner. Number 4. What animated film make me laugh? I'm asking here about what? Excellent. What makes you laugh? What kind of film? Think about this one. Excellent. Here I'm asking about the subject. So what makes me laugh is animated film. So animated films is subject. Excellent. Move to number 5 here. Who? I called my cousin earlier. So how did you call earlier? I am the subject here. I'm asking about the object, and the object for my sentence was my cousin. So who did you call earlier? I used that because I'm asking about the object. So I called my cousin earlier. Okay, I want you now to check your answers and move with me to the next exercise. Again, stay in the same page, page 105. Let's move now to the part about listening. Okay, for listening, we're going to listen and repeat after that listen. After that, answer the question. Let us start. Listen and discuss for number A. And let's move. Move now to you, Paul. To compare what your worst weather experience. Okay, and what? Yes, did you find the page? Excellent. Have you ever had a day where everything went wrong? What happened? Okay, want to talk about this one with your family or try to express your feeling by writing. So answer this question for the discussion and move with me to answer the question. Exercise B according to listening. So the first one was to talk about your own experience. Move now to the next part, which is listening.
Listen to. B. Listen to Tom talking to a friend about a bad day he had and answer the questions. Choose A, B, C, or D.
How was your day, Tom? Well, I can't say it was very good. It all started as I was going to the dentist's this morning. Oh, I hate it when I have toothache. Well, fortunately, I wasn't seeing Dr. Winters for a toothache. My dad's a friend of his, and he asked me to return some headphones to him. It was very windy, though, and I got something in my eye. And what did you do? There wasn't a chemist near there, so I went into the first shop I saw to ask for help. It was a florist's. I rinsed my eye with some water, felt a little better, and left. Then, as I was walking to the dentist's, it started raining heavily. Didn't you have an umbrella? It was so windy I couldn't keep it open, so you can imagine how wet I got. Anyway, when I finally arrived, I realized I didn't have the headphones. Don't tell me you left them at the florist's. Exactly. I was so angry at myself. Fortunately, I had my tablet with me and found the florist's number online and made a call. Did they have the headphones? They did, so I had to go and get them and take them back to the dentist's. And of course, it was still raining. So you had to walk back home after that? Of course I did. My parents were both at work, so nobody could come and get me. I walked in the rain for another 30 minutes. By the time I got home, it was 2 o'clock. It took me an hour and a half just to return the headphones.
Poor you. How's your eye now?
It still hurts a little, so my dad's taking me to the doctor's. I'd prefer to stay in, though, and lie down. I think I've caught a cold, so I don't think I'll go bowling with you tonight. Sorry.
Okay, let's now see the answer. For number 1, what happened to Tom? Who can tell? Yeah, excellent. So
Listen
the
to
answer was
B. Listen.
yeah, he got something in his eye. Number 2, when did Tom ask for help? Flawless, thank you. What did Tom have when he arrived to the dentist? Yeah, excellent. Headphones. For number 4, how long did it take Tom to get back home from the dentist? An hour and a half. And for number 5, what will Tom do next? Go to the doctor. So that was everything about listening. Let's continue here. So check your answers, please. Okay. And we reached the closure for our lesson for today. As a closure and exit pass, you are going to make a dialogue, and then you can just record this one or speak with one of your family member just to practice. Talk about what you did, the wrongest, or just like the one that we have in exercise 4. Move back here. You are going to talk about the bad experience that you have. Okay, so make a dialogue about bad experience that you have. Okay, is that clear? So that was everything for our lesson for today. If you have any question, just feel free to ask. And before that, I will tell you about the story test. In the story test, you will have 20 questions. They are multiple questions, so you are going to choose the correct answer. You will have the quiz on the school website. It will be open for 2 hours, so you can read while you are answering the question. Is acceptable. The idea behind this process is just only force you to read, okay, to read the stories, and you will get 100 if you answer all the question correctly. That was everything. If you have any more questions, you can ask, and see you next time, inshallah.